And welcome back to the next episode in our series, episode 6. Today we are reviewing how the Surface Pro 6 games through BioShock Infinite. Favorite of mine from the 360 days, 2013. There were a couple of glitches on the install here. I just wanted to give you the heads up, so a little bit of pro tips when you're installing it on your Surface Pro 6. Because I think you will. Number one, make sure your scaling is set to 100%. It's going to make it super small, but you need to do full screen and use an Xbox 360 or PS3 controller because my SteelSeries, which is a PS4 equivalent, basically didn't work. It would recognize the controller was there, but nada. And so I had to use a janky old 360 controller. Please pardon my horror when I'm trying to do things properly. So... and also, this was my second run from my 360 playing days, which many years ago, so I'm regaining muscle memory here. This is my second run through on the Surface Pro 6, but as you can see, it is really nice. It is well apportioned in terms of its graphics prowess, even at the low settings, and we'll go into those in a little bit. Definitely playable in terms of the frame rates, recognizing again, this is while recording, so... we're going to run in here and just do a couple of quick scenes on each of our devices just to compare, and there's somebody right there, and there they are. I love that scene every single time. And then she glitches out, so goodbye. We'll come back around here. We're just going to do some close range shooting, badly, may I add, getting shot a lot. Did not do well on these first couple here. Was really relearning the game, so pardon my dust, so to speak, but at least I get the Chief here in just a second. Yeah, Chief. So coming back around now in comparison, which is not fair at all, and we'll get into why here. Here's the Dell, our friend again. Just as a comparison, why this is unfair is because the 1050 chipset is designed specifically to do exactly what it's doing right now, playing the previous gen games from this chipset's outset. At max settings and being playable on the then current gen games, and it's doing the previous gen game here with aplomb. Obviously you'll see the frames here and trying to kind of match the battles together, although the battles were very different almost every single time, as is the norm in this type of game. So yeah, we're just fighting our way through here. We got some fightings here, just kind of, you can see me kind of getting my sea legs underneath me basically, kind of getting used to everything. And I'm getting a little better as time goes on. But still, there is a learning curve. Even if you're coming from the 360, it's going to be familiar, but still a learning curve nonetheless. Looking at our stats here, staying with the trusty 1280 by 800, which is slightly better than what you get on a 360. Quality level is low. Basically, for the recording, I did all presets on everything here. For a reminder, when you're not recording, 900p is fine, and medium settings on 800 are great, and 41 gigabytes for the installation. Whew, it's big, it's chunky, it's thick. Just keep that in mind, guys. Make sure you get a good SD card if you want to install it on your SP6. And then we'll go ahead and continue on. And yeah, I was not non-violent here. I could have been a little more non-violent, and maybe next time I'll try to do a better job at that. This time I was not non-violent, and that was not good, as it turns out here for my frame rates. Yeah, this is the lowest we'll see on any demo today. Any clip. It does drop below 30 here briefly, but again, a lot of that is due to the recording. There's a lot of detail here, a lot of lighting, but still a very satisfactory experience. I'm sure it'll be better with a controller that's not jankerific. So, yeah, there's that. But yeah, pretty good detail. And then there's one of the mini bosses, the little fire guy. Fire. And I'm gonna cheat and hide behind the door. Hey, here I am. We'll see his fire effects here a little bit, and we're going to compare those to the Dell in just a second, but you can see it's definitely worthwhile. A lot of fun. Definitely 360-esque, I would say. If you've ever played this version on the 360, nothing so far is looking completely out of the ordinary. We'll go ahead and take a look at those very similar runs there. I decided to be non-violent this time, so therefore I'm not attacked outright. Definitely a lot more detail. The smoothness of the frame rates more than doubled, and again at the ultra settings on everything, including texture. So as you can see, the differences here. I love this poster, and I hate this poster in every way, shape, and form. We are going to fight our way through some of the Boy Scouts that they've sent against us. Boy Scout Masters, apparently. We don't like them. It's not time for the campfire badge. Hey, stop it. Definitely the fire effect's a little bit different in the ultra settings. I don't even get that close to him because I don't want to die, but we'll go ahead and take a look at his pretty sweet explosion, and the fire really sells the difference. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Crow boss battle here. I mean, why not? Just shorter series on this one, shorter series of clips here. Just there's a lot of running around and checking for stuff, so I tried to cut down to where the action actually was, and I did not fight this guy properly the first time. Like I said, it's been a while, guys, so I did not fight him properly this time. So we'll just see me poorly fighting him, and I mean, eventually I win, but yeah, this is not the way I was supposed to win. And I kind of feel bad about it, but I don't. I'm kind of in the middle and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I mean, as long as I beat him, and I do beat him. It is a very satisfying single player experience, definitely when it comes to melee. That blast back is no joke. No joke at all. And again, taking a look at the Dell for comparison's sake, there's not much of one, to be honest. A lot cleaner, a lot more visual niceties, so to speak. The shadowing is definitely more dynamic. The lighting through the trees, the detail and the smoke, and it does reflect in gameplay. So this is, again, most games you're going to play on your Surface Pro, they're not really there, I don't think, for you to sit down for hours on end, although you could, I mean, but you are going to have a better experience on a full system, obviously, duh. But I love these sequences too, so we're going to watch it. Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. This game is brutal in its horror and simplicity and awesomeness. I think you're getting towards a recommend here, I'm thinking. Yeah, murder crows. And so finally, we'll go ahead and close off today. We're going to take a trip on the roller coaster. I mean, why not? One of the more fun things to do in the city. It also gives you a nice overview of all the steampunkiness and all of the islands and all that jazz. It looks really cool. So the final word on this game obviously is heavily recommended for your Surface Pro 6 with one caveat. Heavily recommended. Love this game. It is a testament to the game that after I was done with my recording session, I kept playing for a few more hours with a janky controller, which affects my running and evasion. So go fig. The one caveat on this one, of course, please remember, this game is 41 gigabytes installed. It's huge. So make sure you get yourselves an SD card if you have the 128 version. Even the 256 version, you're taking a good 20% of your hard drive. So think about it. Think about it long and hard. But in the meantime, guys, thanks again for watching. If you have any suggestions or any other things you'd want to watch, let us know. We'll go ahead and see if we can get them in the rotation. There's a couple of other games similar to this that we're probably going to run through here in the near future. If you liked, please subscribe and tell us what you liked. If you didn't like, yeah, you can subscribe anyway and comment and let us know what you didn't like and what we can improve on later for next episodes. Bye.